Stop presenting your data like a giant wall of text. Let's turn those boring rows and columns into stunning, clear visuals. Master data handling and presentation with these simple steps.
A raw list of observations often hides patterns that are impossible to see at first glance. To reveal what those numbers actually mean, we need a method to organize them. We start with a clear definition. Any collection of facts, numbers, or observations is called data. This table shows a layout for organizing a data set of students' favorite sweets. We start with a simple two-column format. On the left, we list the categories: jalebi, gulab jamun, and gujia. On the right, we track the votes. We record those votes using tally marks. We draw 4 straight vertical lines, and for the 5th count, we strike a diagonal slash right through them. Grouping data this way allows for quick counting in blocks of 5. Once we finish tallying, we convert those marks into standard numbers. This final count is called the frequency, the total number of times a specific choice appears in our dataset. Getting your raw data into a clear frequency table is the required first step before you can begin presenting it visually. A pictograph takes our frequency table and replaces the numbers with images. This allows us to identify the most popular sweet by simply looking for the longest row of icons. Let's test this visual method on a larger dataset. This chart tracks the dog populations across 4 different villages, with numbers reaching up to 48. If we try to use one icon for every single dog in Village D, the row becomes too long to manage. The chart becomes crowded, and we lose the benefit of a clear visual summary. We solve this by applying a scale, or a key. We assign one single dog icon to represent a group of 6 actual dogs. Let's put that scale to work. If Village B has 36 dogs in total, how many icons do we need to draw in its row? We need exactly 6 icons. By dividing the total population of 36 by our scale of 6, we keep the row concise while accurately representing the real-world data. Setting an appropriate scale compresses large numbers into a visual format that is easy to process and analyze. A bar graph is our next tool. Converting those repeating icons into solid vertical bars provides a faster way to compare the values in our dataset. Look at the left side. By adding a numerical vertical scale, the y-axis, we no longer need to count pictures. You just trace the top of any bar across to the axis to find its exact frequency. To maintain accuracy, a bar graph requires strict structural rules. The categories sit on the horizontal x-axis, and every single bar must be drawn with the exact same width. Only the height varies to show the data. By enforcing uniform widths and a consistent scale, bar graphs provide a standardized format for communicating accurate comparisons. These 3 tools allow us to handle data effectively: the frequency table, the scaled pictograph, and the bar graph. Remember, when building your initial table, always group your tally marks into blocks of 5. When reading a pictograph, your first step is checking the key to understand the scale. And when drawing a bar graph, maintain a steady vertical scale and keep uniform widths for every bar. Numbers are only useful when they are organized. Using these methods, you can extract specific insights from even the most disorganized collections of information. That's how we handle and present data. Thanks for watching.